they're breaking through! It's not the Canadians! The Minskins! Lucky!
He's dead, Ulan! We will be doomed if we don't fall back! We need the Canadians!
Got him! Where the hell are the Canadians?
The Second Great War reaches its peak in 1944. Private Nichols arrives at Saint-Lô, France. Without time to get acquainted with the place, he gets drawn to the front line.
All right! Everyone on the truck, let's go!
I'm McCullen. 2 rules. Rule 1. You're no good to me dead. Rule 2. What difference does it make? You'll all probably end up dead anyway.
Well, that was sure inspiring.
You want inspiration, Huxley? Read a poem.
Before reaching the place, the convoy gets hit by a mortar fire. Nichols survives and gets dragged out of wreckage. After regrouping, the squad goes over the stone wall into the cemetery, right under the enemy fire. Their objective being to drive German soldiers out of Saint-Lô. Advancing successfully, Nichols and Guzzo spot targets to take out Nazi machine guns, but they get hit by artillery fire and have to get out of line of fire. Guzzo tries to fall back and gets into conflict with McCullen.
That's it, I'm falling back!
Former willing to shoot if not obeyed.
Frank, put the gun down! Let's just all calm down here! You're not crazy enough to shoot me!
Desertion's a capital offense, Guzzo! Shooting you won't be crazy! It'll be the sanest thing I've ever done!
Fortunately, Huxley finds an escape through the basement.
Guys! We got ourselves a tunnel here!
We'll continue this later.
The squad takes over a building and have to stand their ground until the Allied tanks arrive. The squad manages to hold on and McCullen instructs Guzzo to radio over that they have taken Saint-Lô.
Those Jerry cowards are bugging out. Guzzo! Radio division, we've taken Saint-Lô.
The liberation of Saint-Lô opens up the road to Paris. The American army pushes through to the southwest, while the British, Canadian, and Polish advance from the northeast. The German-controlled territory in the middle comes to be known as the Falaise Gap. The Gap sees some of the most ferocious fighting of the last Great War.
After successful operation, the squad gets folded into the 19th Division and gets tasked with the most important mission: to subscribe to my channel.
Gear up! We're going to Saint-Germain.
Next target is a strategic place at Saint-Germain-sur-Sévès, which will allow the rest of the division to advance and get their hands on France's most treasured things, baguette and wine.
Okay, on the signal, we're taking this hill. We gotta flank Jerry, because if we don't, the rest of the division can't move through. So, that's it! Move, move, move! Anti-tank gun up the road, keeping our tanks from moving up. So we gotta take it out.
Together with Huxley, Nichols manages to disarm the artillery and continue their advance through the enemy lines, taking control over a bunker and allowing the rest of the division to pass.
Road is clear! Now that's a sweet sight!
What say we give them a hand, boys?
Stay put. We did our job, let them do theirs. I just want to sit back and watch the view.
While the American forces push from the south, the British Special Air Service is getting ready to drop right into enemy-controlled territory and cause disruption from within, together with the French resistance. On the way to the drop point, the plane gets shot down by anti-aircraft guns. The squad has to drop prematurely near 2C. Sergeant Doyle and Private Linkins land safely, but right after landing, Wilkins gets shot by a German soldier.
Hans! Wir haben hier noch einen!
The same fate was about to fall on Doyle, but Laroche appears timely and saves him.
Je m'appelle Pierre Laroche. Welcome to France, mon ami.
Reuniting him with Corporal Keith and Major Ingram, who seem to have landed safely. The immediate problem now is that their SAS jeeps landed right in German outposts, making their first task to locate and retrieve them.
Let's do this quiet. We'll need to wake the Bosch now.
There is an element of surprise and hit the outpost, catching the enemy unguarded.
So now Vera here and Frenchie can take us to the Maquis base.
Don't call me Frenchy.
Whatever you say, Frenchie. It's a skinny pedal on the right, Doyle.
Soon they are moving to the rendezvous point, but Keith and LaRoche seem to have a hard time cooperating. To reach the rendezvous point, the team has to go through Nazi-infested territories and survive heavy fire. They barely get away and meet up with Isabelle Dufontaine and the rest of the resistance.
You are late.
Where's the Major?
Your major hasn't arrived yet.
Doyle and Keith find out that Ingram has not arrived yet. Not only that, but the French has also lost contact with Marcel Limond.
You went missing while doing reconnaissance near the German air defense.
You mean those Bosch bastards who shot us out of the sky?
Doyle, lead on.
Doyle leads the mission and they find Limond in a nearby mansion, then proceed with destroying German artillery, Flak 88s. After getting back, Major Ingram arrives, but they have to hurry as their actions brought too much heat.
Those jerry buggers are right behind me.
Doyle, you're driving again.
Once again the squad has to go through enemy outposts evading bullets and tank shells.
Foot down, Doyle! Please hold up, lass. Lucky that French help. We're stuck!
Doyle and Keith have not been as lucky as before and they get targeted by a tank. Just in time, Limond saves them.
Jolly good timing, Major.
Thank the quiet one there. And not just for that save. He also got the plans for the Bosch's fuel depot.
While the British and French cause ruckus from inside, Americans try to continue their advance, but the division needs to cross the bridge that Germans plan to blow up. The squad gets tasked to disarm the explosives, while the rest of the convoy acts as a decoy. This time, they don't get any armor support, as at the first sight of armor, Germans will detonate the charges. McCullin's squad has to act swiftly to cross the river under enemy fire. Even though they manage to cross it safely, the squad ends up right in front of Nazi machine guns.
Take out those 42s! Go, Nichols! Pop smoking!
Nichols takes the lead to take them out. He successfully manages it with smart use of smoke grenades and clears the road for the rest of the squad. The squad needs to act quickly to reach their objective, but Sergeant McCullin gets a nervous breakdown and is not responsive anymore.
Damn! Nichols, you take point! Don't get caught out in the open!
Dix has to step in and make decisions instead of him, which he manages just fine, successfully coordinating an attack with Nichols and Hux to take out a tank and reach the bridge. At a decisive point, Huxley gets shot in the leg, rendering him unable to reach explosives and disarm them.
No way Huxley can make it across the bridge with his leg like that.
The squad is left without hope.
The aircraft bombs. Do they use a collapsible circuit?
I don't think so, Sarge.
So, they're just regular UXBs?
Yeah.
McCullin regains composure just in time and gets all the information about the bombs he needs from Huxley. He marches right onto the bridge while Nichols and Guzzo provide covering fire. Sergeant disarms 2 out of 3 bombs, but gets hit by a shrapnel while moving to the third one. Despite everything, he manages to reach the last one and disarms it. Dix gets to him, but it's too late. McCullin is counting his last seconds, dying with words.
Tell Guzzo. Tell him. Tell him to go to hell.
The squad was successful with their mission, but at the cost of their leader.
You did good, Sarge.
Gentlemen, we are about to take part in a most daring offensive against the enemy. Glory, or a glorious death await. The Germans have pulled back to the ridge. We, mes amis, are going to take it from them.
Meanwhile, on the Falaise Road, Canadian soldiers are pushing from the north, going after Germans who have taken the nearby ridge and pinned down a light convoy, withholding them from advancing. The Canadians flank the Nazi artillery and destroy it, securing both paths leading up the hill.
Lieutenant! Ah, Baron, we missed you. Have a good nap, did we?
Baron gets a new intel.
Sir, I was manning the radio
You
and...
should have been manning a gun.
Battalion radioed. Jerry set up a command post in an industrial compound nearby.
Bon, then that's where we'll make our stand against Jerry's counterattack.
Robia Short decides they need to secure the place and defend it from counterattack. The squad successfully infiltrates the place, but the hardest part has yet to come.
Good work, man. Sergeant Callard, secure the entrances.
Yes, sir.
Canadians block the 3 out of 4 roads into the compound, bottlenecking Germans, but they are coming hard and heavy. The squad still stands their ground.
The Canadians continue their push south on the Falaise Road. forcing the Germans to fall back towards Falaise. The four nations combined to force the Germans into a narrow corridor, trapping them between the Americans to the south and the British, Canadian, and Polish armies to the north.
While Allies successfully push the Germans, British and French plan to take the fuel plant. Doyle, Keith and Laroche open the gates, and the rest of the squad infiltrates the plant, destroying anything useful to Nazi. Isabel and Doyle start planting charges on fuel tanks.
Careful with these.
While doing so, Doyle almost gets killed, barely surviving a hand-to-hand combat with the enemy. But emerges victorious.
What are you waiting for?
The squad sets off charges and makes a run for it.
That's the last one. What took your boys so long?
We missed the train.
Germans, sensing the danger, try to flee the plant. Doyle handles the jeep well and manages to escape just in time. But they see Major Ingram's vehicle get hit and fall off the road. Keith is furious, believing Major is still alive and trying to go back for him, while accusing French of treachery.
Where the hell were you?
I left while you were setting the charges.
You're a
Because they
fucking
believe
coward, what
Major
you are.
Ingram cannot be saved.
Your major is dead.
With the fuel plant destroyed and German Tank Division General Richter's supply line cut,
The hunt is on. Right, Bohater.
Polish Tank and Air Division advance on them into the town of Saint Ainan de Cramesil. Their objective is to take out Richter, but it's not easy. Germans are heavily concentrated in the area. Poles push them successfully, but Richter makes a run for it, evading airstrikes. Bohater's tank crew is not backing down though. They catch up to him despite the opposition and blow up his tank.
It's him?
Look at the tank! It's Richter's number!
This is the one. The Schwiener who drove us from the motherland. I didn't want the promotion. Not this way, anyhow.
Despite the advancement, the crew suffers huge losses. Left without a leader, Dixon gets promoted to 1 and gets assigned a new task. Once more, the squad has to clear out a way for the 2nd Battalion.
2nd Battalion can't move in till it's clear.
This time, they have to finish what the previous squad started but failed.
But the boys battalion sent in haven't been heard from in 2 days.
They have to clear out the forest.
Look sharp. Crowd OP over that ridge.
The squad encounters an injured previous squad member, Private Krupin.
Dix! We got a live one here!
We found a whole bunch of them in... like a storage depot. The Frenchies must have missed them.
Big surprise there.
Damn Germans took out my whole squad.
Gonna be alright, soldier.
Thanks to the info, the squad manages to blow up depots, clearing the way for the division to advance.
Barricades clear.
Rest of the forest is clear too, Dix.
Alright, Guzzo. Radio command. Area's clear.
Just the same command who told us the area was already clear?
I'm getting real tired of that mouth of yours, Guzzo. The Sarge may have put up with it, but I won't. You reading me?
Yep. I got you, Sarge.
While Americans continue their advance, Canadians get delayed in taking control of Laison River.
We were supposed to take this river days ago!
Kinda hard to do with Jerry pinned our convoys down.
That ends upon our arrival, Sergeant! Ferro!
Yes, sir. Whatever you need, sir.
I need you to fire your weapon from time to time. Get into the fight, soldier!
But I didn't want to risk the radio getting
Your
hit.
concern for His Majesty's kid is very admirable, but don't let it burden you all the way out of the war, Private!
Finally, they manage to take over the area, destroying German artillery emplacements and depots. Even though the area is still not fully under their control, the Canadian convoy is clear to move on.
Good work, Cole. Nicely done. Perron could learn a thing or two from you. With our armor free to move, we'll soon own this area.
Polish, believing Canadians are on time behind them, start their attack on Mount Hormel.
So just us?
The Canadians are right behind.
So just us.
Americans are also successful in taking control of important landmarks.
Never figured I'd buy it from our own bombs.
Yeah, they don't call it friendly fire for nothing.
Ah, crap! Right from the window!
But Dixon gets shot, and the squad has to hold off Germans while medic arrives. Dix, even though injured, refuses to go to the field hospital and leave the squad behind.
Really should get you to a field hospital.
Fat chance of that, Doc. Alright, on me, form up. I got some good news and bad news for you boys. The Canadians have taken the Laison River. The Poles have moved into Vimoutier to the north. Bottom line, Jerry's boxed in pretty good. We got him falling back towards Chambois.
So what's the bad news?
Chambois is where we're going next.
Keith and Doyle decide to save Ingram, despite the French objections.
It's suicide! We don't have the manpower.
With backbone like that, it's hard to believe your country ever surrendered.
It's not a question of backbone. In all likelihood, your Major Ingram is dead.
Forget likelihood. If there's a snowball's chance in hell he's alive, I'm getting him out.
There isn't, and you'll be killed too.
Not just me, Frenchie. Doyle's coming with me. Let's go, Doyle. We're doing this even if we have to do it alone.
At the end, the French decide not to let them go alone, and together they go house to house in Les Ormes, searching for their major.
Like it or not, we can't afford to add you and Doyle to our losses.
Your man might be inside that house.
In one of the wine cellars, they find Ingram and free him. Latter, not wasting any time and assuming the lead again, freeing up the remaining French hostages.
Major!
Reunions can wait, Pierre.
3 more of your men are getting tortured as we speak.
Best if we split up. Good hunting.
But this draws too much heat. The squad gets hit hard.
The Frenchies need our help in the courtyard.
They have to deal with armored vehicles without special equipment. Doyle and Isabel set out to plant charge on it, and they successfully manage to do so. But shrapnel from the explosion hits Isabel, killing her.
I'm sorry, Marcel. She was a brave lass.
Canadians get delayed once more. One of their tank crews gone missing. They have to get them back before they can assist the Polish.
That tank crew is running out of time, son.
Robichaud sends Baron to Poles, knowing they lost their radio operator.
Now your job is to be the Poles radio. Dismiss, Private. You've got your orders, soldier.
Meanwhile, the crew goes to Saint Lambert through dives. They successfully manage to free their own, getting the lost tank crew back. Although their mission is complete, Robichaud decides they need to take control of the town in order to provide a safe path for reinforcements to pass in order to reach Poles in time.
Well, we got what we came for, sir. The tank crew, I mean, and I was wondering...
Spit it out, Private! I'm on the clock here!
I was wondering why we aren't bugging out here, sir.
Because we are taking this town, is why.
I thought we don't have the manpower, sir.
Give those tankers guns, and we do! Look, the Polish are stranded up on Mount Ormel trying to hold onto that hill with both hands. They'll need reinforcements that'll have to move through this town to get there.
He sacrifices his squad to give Polish a chance of survival. Lacking manpower, Canadians still manage to hold on. In the process, they find big ammo storage.
Looks like they converted the basement to ammo store.
And blowing it up will give them the upper hand they need to take full control of the territory. Cole plans charges, but the fuse turns out to be a dud.
What's wrong?
Fuse must be defective. Wait here.
Sergeant, no, wait!
If the fuse is defective, the charges are defective, and we're all dead!
Sergeant Collard sacrifices himself, believing they will all die if explosions don't go off.
He's okay. Lieutenant!
Oh, Cole, can you stand up there, Private?
Steady there.
No, we thought we lost you for a moment there, like we lost Kala.
Cole and Robichaud survived the explosion, but Collard is no more.
Alright! Someone get on the radio to command! They can start moving armor through Saint-Lambert. Let's get some reinforcements to the Polish, eh?
The town is clear for reinforcements to pass.
Taking the mace is one thing. Now we have to hold it.
The Poles have taken Mount Ormel, but the hard part is defending it. They get overrun by Nazis and have to fall back up the hill. In the process, a mortar kills Private Kowalski and injures Papa Jack.
Kowalski, keep moving across the hill! The Canadians sent the radio operator! He's on the North Ridge!
Baron arrives in time, providing artillery support to Poles.
Private Leslie Barron, we've got Jerry's
strikes now! Bohader, go with this canard!
Together with Bohater, he spots targets, but he's being too reckless, trying to prove that he's not a coward as Robichaud believed him to be.
Baron, you stay out there, it's suicide! I'm not a coward, I'm not leaving my post! Your post is about to be shot all to pieces!
Staying in the line of fire, it doesn't take long for him to get shot.
He's dead, Bohater!
We're heading up the maze to give cover to the Canadians! What happened to the canard?
Stupidity.
Soon Poles spot reinforcements and are relieved.
Look! The Canadians are breaking through!
Where are the green flares?
What difference does it make? The Canucks were to use green flares to signal their approach.
But no green flares are visible, meaning only one thing.
It's not the Canadians! The Discs! Lucky!
He's dead, Ulan! We will be too if we don't fall back!
Bohater and Ulan continue to spot targets with Baron's radio, but not for long. Radio gets shot and they are left without any kind of support. Only thing left for them is to wait for the inevitable, with Nazi soldiers continuing closing up on them. But at the last moment, Canadians set off green flares, saving Poles from annihilation.
Sorry we got here a little late.
They will surrender soon.
The Boche? That's not likely, not while they still have a way out.
That being
Chambois.
Until Germans have somewhere to run, they will keep fighting, their last hope being Chambois.
Jerry's falling back, hard.
Towards us?
Every last godforsaken one of them.
We're gonna need more ammo.
The whole remaining German force hits Chambois, where Americans stand their ground.
They're gonna kill us! Our own bombs!
They need all the support they can get, but their radio gets hit. The squad still needs to mark enemy artillery for air support. Without radio, they have to use flares. Gutso volunteers and advances with flares, with the rest of the squad providing covering fire.
Cover Guzzo! Air support will take out whatever's near those flares!
Although he successfully marks the spot, he gets shot and can't move. Dix and Nichols rush to him and drag him out, but in the process Dixon gets shot.
They shot Sarge! Where the hell's that damn medic? The medic's dead! Oh, damn it!
While laying dying, he remembers McCullen's last words.
McCullen. Forget him, Dix.
McCullen told me to tell you.
You're not dying like him.
He told me to tell you. You should go to hell.
Stay with me,
But
Dix.
you're okay, Guzzo.
Dix.
You're okay.
Come on, buddy. God damn it!
The squad is left without a leader again, but once more, there is no time for grief.
Your squad's needed on the other side of town to drive them out.
Leave your gear! Just your weapons and bullets!
Soon, together with the Air Force, they manage to defend Chambois against the Germans. The squad lives on, with Gutso at the lead, continuing in McCullen's steps.
I'm Guzzo. One rule. You're no good to me dead.
What kind of pep talk was that? You want inspiration, Private? Read a poem.
Canadian and American reinforcements arrive to help seal the Falaise Gap and close off any route of escape for the retreating German soldiers. Four days later, Allied forces liberate Paris, bringing an end to the Battle of Normandy.